It sounds like it's Groundhog Day, but we've been in this spot so many times where we've had a chance, we've done a lot of things right. The best way I can phrase it is what I said on Thursday. We're not playing badly, but we're not playing quite well enough to win. And the gap between those two is not very big. It's a couple mental errors, it's a couple of missed assignments, and we just have been plagued by that in many games this year. And this homestand, it really cost us in both games.
Can you talk about your approach leading up into the game?
Yeah, we have a lot of respect for Idaho. They've been playing great. They just smashed Hawaii over in the islands on Thursday. They're the only team in our league that's beaten Nevada. But when we played them up in Idaho, it was a close game, and we really felt, we haven't played anybody in our league we didn't feel we could beat. And I know we haven't won many, but we really believe we can beat these guys. I think our confidence level was pretty good, and I think we were prepared. And they just were a little better than us there.
What do you have to say about the defense that they played against you guys?
Well, they do a lot with tempo, and they have the ball a lot. Their time of possession, they don't do time of possession in basketball, but if they did, they'd win every time of possession battle. They have the ball in their hands a lot, and that helps their defense. I think their defense is keyed by their two bigs inside. They really protected the rim tonight and made it hard for us to score around the basket. And we didn't finish in there, and I thought that was really one of the 2 or 3 keys of the game. We didn't score down around the rim like we've been doing, and then we had about a 4-minute stretch in the second half where we broke down defensively, and they got some easy looks and converted them.
Did their defense play a factor in your play calling? It seemed as if you guys took too many jump shots and not enough points in the paint.
Well, we got outscored in the paint 26-22, so I don't know if it was a big factor or not. You can't beat your head against the wall. When your bigs aren't converting baskets, which they weren't, Will was 6 for 18. That's not very good. And when he's not scoring in there, we can't just keep forcing it to him. And I think it's like you want to have a balanced attack in football. But if your running game's gaining no yards, eventually you're just going to start throwing the ball. And I think that's what you see with our team. I mean, look, we just keep putting it in there. We're not getting success out of that. At some point, you just got to convert to something else.
Mm-hmm. In the first half, even though you guys were only down by 1 point and the defense of the Idaho was very great, you guys were only down 1 point, like I said, what did you tell your team at the second half?
Well, I think the thing is, I thought our defense was awfully good in the first half, too. They only had 26 points, so I thought our defense was really good in the first half. We just told them, we made the adjustments we need to make, and I think it was really, they didn't make a lot of changes in what they were doing. It was, we failed to do some things that we'd been doing successfully. And it was over a short period of time, but again, against a good team, it only takes a 3-minute burst to beat you. And I thought that was really the key to the game.
What did you tell your team? What did you tell your team in order to stop Tatum from Idaho?
Well, Tatum is sort of their leader in terms of he handles the ball, he directs their team. You got to keep him in front of you. You got to force Tatum to shoot jump shots because he's really good going to the basket. He's really strong. He put his body on guys. We just had to keep him out of the lane. I thought we did a good job keeping Tatum out of the lane.
How important was this game for the seniors when it's the last game?
Well, it's been a really rough year. For us in general, we were coming off a couple pretty good years, and last year was really good. We went to postseason, and I know the guys had really high expectations for what they could accomplish, and we haven't accomplished the things we set out to accomplish. But I think the seniors have to judge themselves on the effort they gave and the commitment level they had, which I think was really good. Sometimes best laid plans don't work out. Sometimes you don't reach the goals you want, but you have to keep chasing those goals, and then now they're at a point where some of their basketball goals are gone, and they need to divert into new goals. And I think learning that process is what sports is all about. You learn to pursue things, you learn to put priorities in order, and you line up a game plan to go at what you want to get. And whether you reach it or not, certainly you feel a lot better if you do. It's like anything else. You said you want to get an A in a class and you get a C minus. You're not happy with yourself, but you learn from that experience and you draw from that. And I think that's what the seniors have to do. And the regular season's over. Now all of us go down to Vegas with the intention of attempting to win.
So what did you guys do differently in the second half?
We did, well, I think as you noted, after a while we stopped going into post as much. We were really determined to go in there, and it just wasn't giving us much. So at some point, maybe mid-second half, 8 minutes ago, we shifted away from that and started shooting the ball more in front.
Can you talk about SJSU's difficulty scoring?
I don't know. I think the game was played at a pace that is pretty normal. Their bigs, like I told you before, their bigs checked us at the rim. You go watch the game film. How many shots do we have with 2 feet in the paint? When you get 2 feet in the paint, down around the rim, you should be converting at least 50% of those, probably 60 or 70% of those. And give credit to their two bigs, Barone and Vandemel. They denied us baskets that we should have been able to convert.
Yeah, throughout the game it seemed as if the jump shots was the only thing that was going for you guys, that was open, and you guys weren't able to convert on those. Did you feel at any point you wanted to tell your team, less jump shots and get more in the paint?
No.
Okay, George. Good.